Nadia for three.
One heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go.
I'm tired.
Hey, talo lele, wolo inaka, and welcome to Heritage Hockey Tournament 2023, the newest and most exciting hockey tournament on the national calendar. For those of you new to Heritage Hockey, it's the melting pot of pride, passion, flair and skill, and we're bringing you all 16 games live and free, thanks to local Gecko Productions and the support from One Foundation. I'm Brad Pittman and we'll be bringing you all the action this Easter weekend at the Waikato Hockey Centre here in Hamilton, and I'm joined in commentary by New Zealand Heritage Hockey organiser and one half of the Waikato Maniapoto Bash brothers, Ethan Honick. Ethan, good to have you up here this afternoon.
Kia ora whānau, kia ora Brad. Yes, it's awesome to be able to sit here and comment on both the New Zealand Māori senior and junior tāne teams. It'll be a heck of a battle today.
Yeah, and that is the game we've got coming up here. It's the Māori matchup, the showdown between the junior side in the red and black strip and the senior side in the black singlets. Now, the junior side in their debut tournament really took it to Pacifica yesterday and very nearly pulled off the upset of day one on the back of strong performances from Kalan Mason, Geordie Thomas and Adam Banks. Now, I'd love to see them continue to play at speed and use the likes of Greg and Maui and TJ Huranui to expose any defensive lapses in their senior counterparts. And the junior side are coached this year by David Hayes and Sam Hewitt. Now, the senior men flexed their muscle against an Indian side in their opening match yesterday with a couple of cracking goals to Vance Harvey, Mark Belkake and Denham Clark. They'll need to really control the pace of the game and keep periods of possession to ensure this junior side don't get up today. And the senior men are coached by Diamond Boss Edmonds and looked after by Tracy Edmonds, managing them as well. Now, the umpires for today's match are Max Beach and Amber Church, two of the very best going around in New Zealand. And Amber Church, of course, voted and awarded last year's FIH World Umpire of the Year on the female side for the last season. So fantastic accolade for her, but also what an awesome ability to have her at our tournament here. Amber Church, the best umpire in the world.
Absolutely. I think she also took out the New Zealand Māori Sports Awards last year for best umpire across all codes. And I know I was talking to Max Beach this morning and he is so stoked to be sitting there on the same field umpiring with the world's #1 umpire.
Yeah, and no other game fitting for it as this showdown between the two Māori sides. As mentioned, first time at the tournament for the junior team. The senior men, they're the defending champions. And won't want to let these the junior guys get one up on them. We've got family across the park here. We've got players that play together in and out for club, for Māori tournament, for rep stuff. This one is a real battle of the brothers as we see the teams come out here now. Notable, I can see there Mitch Murray has made it today for the senior men's side. He wasn't here in yesterday's match.
Yep, he's a dynamic player too.
Yeah, a gun for that senior side. And I mentioned yesterday the boys coming out of Te Kurakaupapa Māori o Rua Mata under Tengarangi Tauira for this junior side. We look at the Hohepa boys, Kalan Mason's there, Tristan Waka also, and this is the first time we'll get to see these two teams go head to head.
Just another note on the umpiring. This is the first heritage game in the 3 years we've been running that a female umpire has umpired a men's game.
Wow, good to see. Good to have her out here. It's Amber Church and Max Beach. We didn't quite see it on the camera before they came out, but two teams there just received a bit of a mihi from the Kaumatua. Joy and Kahuripia were just on the field before the teams came out. Kaumatua of New Zealand Māori Hockey, placing their blessing and best wishes for both teams as they go head to head here. Look, it's not a match we've seen certainly for a long time. Our junior boys taking on the senior team. And interestingly enough, there's a few guys in this junior side that have played in the senior team over the last couple of years.
Yep, we've got Adam Banks last year.
Yep.
And, of course, Jordan Thomas as well.
Yep, Geordie's played. Gregan's had a game or two for the senior team, Gregan Maui.
Yep. I think today it's going to rely on the spine of the juniors trying to hold off the likes of Dylan Thomas, who's come back fresh from the indoor hockey, World Hockey Games in South Africa. Yep. He was on fire in that first game, weaving his way through players. So, yes, it'll be interesting to see how the juniors can hold that middle.
Yeah, and I'll give a quick shout out to Trey McLeod in goal for the senior men's side, making his debut. Not only debut for Heritage, but at all for the senior Māori men's side. So congratulations, Trey Money, in goal there to start the game. And captaining the side, the Māori senior men's side for today, is Steve Atkinson. A change in leadership there after Rahuruhi picked up that band yesterday, and early signs here for the juniors. Denham Clark does enough in the end there to turn it away, but what a good start for the junior side. Here's Mitch Murray.
Here's Mitch, yep. I tell you, Denham was so solid in that first game. He's going to be a hard player to get around for the juniors today. Yeah,
he didn't feature in last year's Heritage tournament for the senior team. Missed selection in that one, but yeah, a surefire starter here today and this weekend for the senior side. Here he is on the ball, Clark. Good to see his parents and grandparents I saw roll in a little earlier today to see this game. Oh, and we go the other way already. Solomon Kaihe starting in goal for the junior Māori side. He was impressive yesterday as well. Both he and Miles Landon had good stints in the cage for the junior Māori team.
Absolutely, there were some goals that looked certain goals, and they pulled off some incredible saves, diving to the right, left, and really surprised, I think, the forwards in the game, against the forwards in the game they played there yesterday. Yeah,
and nice little touch pass from TJ Hurunui. Found Geordie Thomas there, and he's just going to roll the ball back out. Good to see the composure here from the team, but picked by Mark Balkake. He's got Steve Atkinson streaming forward. He gets it back here, Balkake. Still looking for Atkinson, finds him.
Fantastic ball. A wonderful reverse pass.
And it's on the foot there of Adam Banks. Cool and calm is Steve Atkinson.
Yeah.
In the end, what a pass. Two of them in the end there by Mark Balkake. I mentioned scored a goal in yesterday's game. And what an electric start from him here for the senior Māoris as we see the replay here on the reverse there through to Atkinson. Probably would have wanted to do a little better on the receive, but makes up for it on the foot of Adam Banks. And first opportunity from the set piece. I'd be amiss if we weren't talking about how solid this penalty corner bracket likely is, with Atkinson on the first bracket and Denham Clark. Goes to Atkinson.
Great
save by Kaihe. And it's not completely cleared yet.
Oh, it's a good tackle.
Oh, I love the tackle there, Kalan Mason. He's a tough customer, is Kalan Mason, working on Nick Parata up there.
So Mark Balkake is a wonderful addition to the Māori seniors this year. He didn't play last year, but he brings that real flair. And you could see that when he drew that player in the middle and did a no-look reverse pass down to Atkinson in the circle. And yesterday he scored a fantastic goal as well. So, yeah, it's great to see him in there. His younger brother, who was Pacifica last year.
Yeah, Jake played Pacifica.
Couldn't make the tournament this year, but he was also in this junior team here. And that would have been great. We were hoping we were going to see Kake versus Kake there. So didn't eventuate, but we've got one of them.
Yeah, and here are the senior men just keeping period of possession. How I called about it in the lead-up. Because the pace of this junior team, if they get out and have a crack, it's going to be hard to manage. Denham Clark with the entry, turned away there by Adam Banks.
Adam's having to do a lot at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's captaining the junior side again today.
Yeah, he's great. I went and had a corridor with him at the marae the other night, and I asked, why did you swap teams? How come you're in there? And he just wanted to be a part of the juniors. It's the first for our juniors since 2019.
Yep.
Since they've had some games, and they came out yesterday, and they really have brushed off 3 years of cobwebs And boy, they were really exciting. So it's good to see that they've got that little bit of leadership with Adam and Geordie as well.
Yeah, it's good to see that they're really taking pride in their jersey. Here is Adam Banks. He's not going to get past Nick Parata. Parata turns outside. Parata on the reverse.
Oh, it's a great shot and great save.
Solid effort both ways. Parata, Kaihe really stormed onto the Māori scene with his performances for Aotea in the last couple of tournaments. And they'll just take a second here, the junior team, to get their players forward. Brad Hardigan's come on up the front for the juniors. He scored their goal in yesterday's match.
That was a great goal, wasn't it? Yeah. I think the goalie didn't expect him to jump up and slam dunk that one.
Yeah.
He's certainly trying to pull the fullback deep.
Yeah, and here's a good turn from Geordie Thomas. He's got the headband on. He's got Mitch Murray.
Oh,
and it goes all the way. Oh.
Probably not a bad option, really. Try and stretch that team out. You know, it's either going to pay off or you're going to get punished for it.
Yeah, look, the good thing about today's game is both teams are going to have a red-hot crack here. Obviously, the senior men can lock into Monday with a good performance here.
Oh, that's some great support work there from another senior player from last year, and wasn't needed for the seniors, I think, but certainly will be welcomed in the juniors. He's got some great experience.
Yeah, good to see Hale out here. Here's Greg and Maui on the ball. Maui's got Thomas. Thomas looking to the middle of the field. There's nothing coming.
That's a great little tussle there.
He gives Dill Thomas a little bit of a shove. No relation, Geordie and Dill, but they'll match up a fair bit in the middle of the field here.
Yep, there's another Dylan Thomas too, who's right in the Black Six camps. I think he's not related to either of them either.
No. Yeah. Or Vance Harvey, inside turn.
An excellent turn of pace there as well.
Yeah, the day one MVP for Heritage Hockey in the men's competition, Vance Harvey. He scored a ripper of a goal to open their account yesterday. Here is Harvey.
Seems like Dylan Thomas has gone back to Freeman possibly.
Yeah, real versatile player. Dill Thomas can play anywhere, really. There it is.
That's good strength there. Oh,
just goes past. Deflected out there by Greg and Maui. It was Hirawini Iverson making the turn in the circle for the senior team. Yet to see the injection of Taimana Iverson into the fold for the seniors. I'm sure he'll get out here soon. Then Clark Matariki Bennett has come onto the field on the right side there, working with Thomas.
So 8 minutes through, and it looks like the young juniors are definitely weathering the storm. It has been coming down for pretty much the whole 8 minutes.
Yeah, they had the first 30, 40 odd seconds, an opportunity, and since have been risky pass there from Atkinson, and it's mistrapped for their troubles. Liam Williams unable to bring that one in. But you're right, Ethan, senior team certainly with the dominance of the quarter so far, but standing up to it, this junior side have been solid so far.
Yep, and I know yesterday the juniors were a bit nervous in that first quarter, but they seem to have started this quarter with a lot of passion and seem to have a purpose.
Oh, this is what I wanted to see. Greg and Maui down the right side of the field. He's a gun if they can unlock him going forward, Greg and Maui.
Some solid D from Stephen Atkinson and Nick Parata.
Yeah. But good bit of pressure on from the junior side. And there's the turnover.
Yeah. Right in the hot seat too is the young guy at the back there with the blue shoes. What's his name?
Yeah,
oh, that's Lewis. Is that Lewis Rose?
Yeah, Lewis Rose has arrived for today.
Yeah, that's right.
He wasn't here yesterday, so another addition to today's game.
Yeah, I think he had a university exam yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. So good to see his education is forefront, and then the time to come and have a cheeky little game of hockey today.
Yeah. Well, here's Caleb Williamson for the junior side, cleared there by Trey McLeod in goal.
He's a player I like, Caleb Williamson.
Yep.
He was in the Heritage Barbarians last year and really took his opportunities.
Yeah, I've seen a fair bit.
Heritage Barbarians last year and really took his opportunities.
Yeah, I've seen a fair bit of him playing for Tai Tukato, of course, in the Māori tournaments as well, and he's got an engine on him. Real talented sportsman. Him and his brother
gas.
both.
He's got some speed, hasn't he?
Yep, real turn of pace and won't stop working. So good to see him out here for the junior side this year.
Absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see how the senior team come out of their half here.
Yeah, just still a little bit of error there coming out of their own end.
Yeah, good pressure there from the juniors.
Yeah, the other thing not to forget to mention is there are those dry spots on the pitch which do make things hard for those outside defenders to pick up the ball over distance if it does start to bounce up a little bit. Oh, that one he was trying to link up across with Geordie Thomas. We can see out of picture.
Yep, he saw him coming into the space.
And the subs come on for the juniors. It's Keelan Stafford making his first entrance onto the park for today's game.
So Keelan's a local player here. He plays for Collegians Premier and Waikato Maniapoto Māori, and he's been in our senior team since he was probably about 16, maybe 15. And just picked up for this tournament, which is nice to see. A couple of local boys playing here. We've got Brad Hardigan and Tamanua McPherson, although he has just moved away now to Rotorua. But nice to see some of the locals. They'll draw a bit of the crowd today.
Yeah, here's Williamson. He's going to go for it. He's not going to get there. Yeah, another one that played for Waikato Maniapoto, of course, Nōpera Hohepa, originally from down the road in Rotorua, but played for Waikato Maniapoto down there in Nelson. Good to see him out here. He'll be playing out here with his brother.
Yeah, number 6, isn't it? Yep, he looks like he's playing maybe midfield.
Yep, Nōpera will play in the middle field. Te Oranga will come out up the front.
Might be in the front line.
Oh,
nice
good bit of skill. Te Oranga, Geordie Thomas.
Yep.
Got Denham Clark to beat.
Oh, well, good defence from Jordan.
Yeah, that's not an easy beat.
Denham, yes.
Yeah, Denham Clark.
He was smart there too. He was just outside that circle, making sure not to give away any penalty corner.
Yeah, he must be well coached at Clubland, I expect.
Yeah, do you know the coach?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Look, junior Māoris with ball at the back here. It's Adam Banks.
You see if Banks can provide anything here.
He's just looking. I like this. Clan Mason, he's got some gas.
Oh, he's got some very slick skills too.
A little heavy on the touch as Williamson, but he gets there in the end. Still Mason. It's still in. Atkinson's going to have to work. Oh, and the free hit comes, relieving free hit.
Oh, here we go. Max Beach has seen something.
Oh, and it's green for Caleb Williamson.
Like it is.
Yeah,
is it Caleb? Yes.
Unfortunate, man, this junior side, when they get a sniff, boy, do they get in.
They really are lifting the pace of this game. You can see how hungry they are. And if the seniors are going to want to come away from this, they're going to have to up their game too. And
interestingly, there's Tymon Iverson. What a ball.
Oh, my gosh,
it's hit
hit the post. Tymon Iverson. Oh, that's a lovely little bit of skills there too. Oh,
and that one's gone in. Jury Hedowini.
And Tymon really showed some skills there, didn't he? To stay composed.
Fresh on the park. Both of them had just come on.
Yeah.
I noticed them both coming on, and the ball through to... The ball was an absolute gem. As we have a watch of this on the replay.
Interesting to see that when it hit the post after his first shot, a lot of players would have put their hands to head, but he didn't. He just went straight after that ball. Look at him, straight away out wide, so he was first on that ball.
It was the ball through from Billy Muskimmon, found Iverson, and that one there, Jury Hedowini.
Wouldn't probably get an easier finish than that. Yeah.
He'll be thanking whoever found his right shin pad last night in the dugouts.
Yes, absolutely. I think I know that guy as well.
Yeah.
Same guy as the coach you were talking about.
Look, saved a kitten out of the tree, I think, and a couple of kids from drowning at the beach. What a legend.
Because some people do have lucky shin pads, I mean, they look like he was wearing them when he was 5 or 6 years old because they're quite small.
The only one with smaller shin pads on there is the man who fed him, and it's Tymon Iverson.
Yeah, I think T-Man, though, he has some shin pads that are quite small, but I think he left them at home. He had to buy some new ones. They didn't have any kid sizes.
Well, lucky Just Hockey's open down here at the Turf, one of our sponsors of the tournament. Massive shout out to the team at Just Hockey.
Yeah, they're doing a great job down there. I've seen the shop's always busy. It's great.
Here's Geordie Thomas.
Yeah, Jordan's really pushing Dylan, isn't he? Thomas versus Thomas. Hard to see who's winning that one.
Tristan Walker doing really well to find Hale Pritchard, the midfield transfer.
Bit of backstick there. Seems to be quite a common call that umpires tend to make these days. People not quite getting their technique right on those reverse passes in.
Yeah, and we just have to remember that the junior Māori side were actually playing with 10 when they conceded the goal. The card, so the senior men took advantage of that, and that one's going to sting for a second there.
Yes.
Hills.
Nothing in this so far. Yes, it's 1-0, but
well, we very nearly had a goal at the other end right before it that resulted in the card.
it's funny because the juniors were first trying to stretch the game long, and then lo and behold, 2 passes later, the ball's gone from the top of the circle to the other circle and the goals happened. So.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting actually when they subbed on that Tymon Iverson had come on at the front. Often plays in the middle of the field. Oh, and Kalan Mason's had himself a shocker over there.
Yeah, that's they need to D up here.
Yeah.
Need to get some communication going as well. And we've got Dylan Thomas now over here just sort of coming out. Norpetter's looking at him, but he's not really marking him.
Yeah, well looked after there by Kalan Mason.
He's having a great game.
He's a strong player, Kalan.
Here goes the young Keelan Stafford up the wing. Doesn't normally play a winger. He plays a half for his Prem team here.
And here's danger signs. Tymon Iverson. He's got players forward. Here's one of them. Higher to Taylor. Taylor.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Good shot. Save. Solid save. Solomon Kai here making it look easy.
Yep, good to see Jury back. I don't think Jury played last year. Yeah, he may have.
Oh, good little bit of acrobats in there for both sides.
It's a good passage of play out of their 25 there, the juniors. Yep, TJ Huranui took a bit of control there on the way out and found a foot, which has turned over the ball. Yeah.
You think TJ and Kalan go to the same barber by any chance?
Very hard to pick those two apart now at the moment.
Lucky, I'm glad they play at other ends of the field, because if they played next to each other, that's a nightmare. So this is TJ Huranui up.
Same height, same mullet haircut. And, very hard to pick apart.
Yeah, and that is the first quarter of action here at both ends, but it was the senior team that took the 1-goal advantage through Jury Hedawini in his first stint onto the field. His linking up with Tymon Iverson put them up 1-0. Both teams will take a lot out of that quarter. I mean, the juniors will be full of confidence after what they were able to withstand and what they were able to throw at their senior counterparts. But the senior team, they'll be happy to have got one on the board and be able to continue moving forward.
Yeah, I think the last 5 minutes of that game was both teams just all attack, which is great to see. A bit of flair from both teams. Māori Jnrs were certainly doing a lot of defence in that first 7-8 minutes, but they've turned around and now they've been more in the seniors half in the last sort of 5 minutes there. So really trying to push their way through and try and get 1 goal. That would be great if this was drawn. I know that they've been talking about the big game today, so they're really passionate. They really want to get one up on their seniors, and let's see what they can do these next few quarters. Yeah,
and the one thing we can see from the teams there, man, David Hayes and Sam Hewitt really animated in the junior team talk. They've been on both sides of this ledger. Both the boys played juniors and have played seniors as well. So
I think Sam also played for Pacifica in 2021.
Yeah, has done previously. So they'll want to get one up on those boys as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's battles right across the park there.
Big shout out to the cafe staff. They're making some great food. If you're hungry, pop up and see the Waikato Hockey staff there, friendly staff. They're cooking all kinds of very healthy options and available to your choice. Yeah,
really awesome to see the renovations here in the pavilion here at the Waikato Hockey Centre. A new cafe, a new kitchen set up, which is a big part of getting crowds here at the hockey.
I saw the CEO and the chairperson of the board trying to put the TV on the wall earlier. They had no success and the TV's still not up.
Need to get it up, get our live stream up on the TV. All right, Adam Banks, we're back.
Right, all new quarter. Young Lewis is getting a lot of ball here, which is nice.
Yeah, so they've started out here back 3 again, which they played for the majority of yesterday. It's Waka, Banks and Thomas. Here is Thomas on the ball.
It's a great forward ball. Oh, Mitch Murray getting right in there in front of Norpetter there.
Yeah.
Norpetter Hohepa. There's a familiar overhead from James Hickson.
Yeah, trying to pick out Mark Belkake, but Adam Banks in the picture.
Oh,
And here we go. Solomon Hainga plank.
There. Oh, unlucky. Didn't quite capitalise on that. Denham's flowing in and cleaned that up.
Yeah. Yeah, Solomon and Caleb, they play together at Taitokerau. There's a good challenge, but still going forward is the senior Māori team. It's Hedawini Iverson. He'll step onto the ball again. Big transfers here for Haata Taylor if they can find him.
Yep, he's rolled back. There's Denham in support.
Yep, they've opted just to reset. Probably a good idea.
So last year, James Hickson threw the largest overhead in any heritage game. It went twice as high as the light poles. Yeah, didn't go very far.
No,
but it was,
I can't imagine so.
Yeah. All right, here we go. They're just calming it down at the back at the moment, and looks like the juniors have gone into a full press, 25 press.
Here we go. Still working up the baseline.
That's
good
quick.
save.
That's a great save.
Here we go. TJ Huranui. He's got Hainga plank with him.
Yep. I hope the defence aren't watching his mullet and they're concentrating on the ball, because
still going.
he
Great
probably
tackle.
should have unloaded that there to the middle to Norpera Hoepa. That's a great
Good work, Nick
there.
Parata.
Yes.
Really strong.
Yeah, he is solid. He's low, and he was always in that tackle against Jordan Thomas.
Here's Vance Harvey. Norpeta
that's
Hoepa.
well read
Heads
by
up. Here we go.
Norpeta.
Caleb Williamson. Williamson still with it. He gets past Hickson
Hickson
once.
is all over him. Let's
Hickson
go.
twice.
That's unlucky. Oh, here we go. Norpeta's still got it.
Still going is Norpeta. Nothing coming for them. It will be the free hit relieving for the senior men's side. Steve Atkinson will step onto this one. Mark Belkake is shaping for him to go over. Don't go with it this time.
Yeah, looks like Nick Parata's also trying to drag the field longer.
Great
Got to
turn.
be careful here, the juniors. We know from experience before that a 60-metre pass can be thrown quite easily straight to the man.
Good skill. Haata Taylor.
And yes, now they're kind of backtracking.
This is fast-paced too. You got the likes of Haata Taylor and Mark Belkake working up the front. A couple of real guns for the senior men's side. Here's Hedda Iverson. Just moving the ball around. Good reset out through Clark. Clark has Atkinson and Thomas. Goes with Thomas. Belkake and Parata in the circle. Oh, here's the overlap.
Yep.
James Hickson turns inside. Hickson.
Oh, that's a wonderful tackle.
Cut
TJ Huranui, he really is having quite a good tournament already. Norpeta's done the smart thing here, just slow it down a bit, get our players back organised. That's nice.
Over by Geordie Thomas. It's not going to get past Steve Atkinson. Atkinson brings it to the ground and shovels up a little bit of a...
That's a great little instep by Lewis there. Oh, wonderful tackle.
Yeah, header.
Yeah, Hedawini.
Still
Iverson.
working forward here is Hedawini Iverson. He's got the ball on a string. He's got Nick Parata. Parata's got the baseline.
Just run out of room there at the end. Good idea though. Boy, Hedawini Iverson looks dangerous every time he touches the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
And now he's sopping for his brother. So one comes off and one goes on.
Here's Greg and Maui. Oh, lovely ball down the line. Timana Wanui McPherson. Denham Clark, cool as anything. Sees that one over the sideline.
Yeah, I think they may have to call Tim Manawanui off to maybe pull his socks up. I think he might lose his shin pads.
I don't think he's adverse to that. Here comes Tuterangi Raharuhi. Too much pace there from Banks and Kalan Mason. Two guys you're probably going to struggle to outrun. But
little mistake there.
you got these skills. Tuterangi Raharuhi.
Oh, that's a good idea from Tuterangi, but it was well watched by Adams.
Yeah.
Adam Banks, he watched that ball all the way down onto his stick.
Raharuhi
That was
just
a
calling
great
for
pass
that.
there.
The free hit. Here comes Caleb
Oh,
Williamson.
beautiful aerials from Caleb there coming through the traffic. There we go. That's a quick pass out by Vance to Mitch.
Here we go. Iverson on the ball. He's got Belkake. Belkake surveying the left side. A couple of little Swix things there.
Oh, nice little aerial left, right, and mid-air there from Iverson.
Bouncing. It's scrappy. It's a mess. It's Geordie Thomas. but only
Geordie's
as far as Hemi Hickson.
Looks like Adam Banks is doing a lot of clean-up in this game at the moment.
Oh,
That's
lovely
a great
pass. Lewis Rose.
Caleb Williams.
There's Timononu McPherson.
Oh, that's
Trey
a
McLeod.
brilliant turn. Oh,
Wow,
maybe.
great defence, Dylan Thomas. But they're coming again here. Solomon Hung a plank.
Ball
The juniors.
still on. There might be a corner there. No.
That's missed everything. Wow, that's tough effort. Trey McLeod's got out and put some pressure on, taking him down to the baseline. And Dill Thomas composed there, make sure that they don't get the shot away.
I tell you, look at the replay there. He'd beaten the keeper, but maybe
Oh,
just
Mitch Murray.
held it there. Is that?
Still Solomon Kai here
Solomon,
in goal. They may have Miles Landon come on for the second half as they did yesterday. We'll see if that does happen. But penalty corner time here for the senior Māori team. And again, it's Atkinson and Clark up onto the bracket.
Boy, the replay on that attack from the juniors, that'll be an interesting one to rewatch. Let's see what the seniors can do. Oh, great save. Nice
Kai here.
drag flick.
It's up in the air, called for another penalty corner.
Absolutely. Danger everywhere.
Yeah, that replay was great watching there before that corner was pulled out. Man, these teams really throwing everything. We've still got a half and a bit to play here.
What's funny too is with the senior men's, 3 or 4 of them can drag flick.
Yeah. Oh, it's untidy there.
Oh,
And that's
gonna
even
be
more untidy.
reversed. Yep, that's right.
Steve Atkinson just checks to see which side of the stick he used there, and wasn't the right one. And the junior side, they get off that one. No harm, no foul.
So I don't know about you, but little Liam Williams looks like a short Chuck Norris. Yeah.
I think he's about that tough too. I've seen him take some absolute
I can imagine he's scared a ball or two.
tough
flying at
carries.
him.
Yeah. He tackles hard, tackles strong. Often comes off with his knuckles bleeding. Surprised that he's not double gloved.
Yeah. He looks like a warrior, I tell you.
Yeah, real tough.
And
tough
some may say
player.
that 13's an unlucky number, but he probably eats it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got a young man against him right now. Young
Tioranga.
Tioranga Wairua Hoepa. So that'll be a great challenge for both of them there.
Yeah, and as mentioned yesterday, we've got the full whānau affair. Obviously, his brother in this side with them, Norpeta, and they've got their sister Waihuia.
Tuhia as well, yeah.
Tuhia's coaching the junior team, but we've also got a player in the junior women's side, and I saw the whānau came down here, or came across to watch today's game. I saw Uncle Malcolm was here as well. So
Uncle Malcolm, a familiar umpire at the Māori tournaments every year.
And here's Denham Clark. He's got Matariki Bennett. And the ball and possession will remain with the senior side. Matariki Bennett there, another one of the Waiariki contingent.
Looks like Jordan Thomas has come back in to mark Taimana Iverson here. We know he's been pretty dangerous already since he's been on. And got Brad Hardigan who's come on as well. And
missed a couple of times there, falls to Williams. Williams has Atkinson. Atkinson will just turn on it again, crab infield.
Looks like Billy Miskimmins out there too, number 12. Sporting a little ponytail, and he did some pretty neat body fakes in yesterday's game.
Oh, and that's gone in the end.
That is hard work. Wow, Liam Williams, he stuck with that. Managed to find a gap between the keeper's feet, basically. Wow.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay on that one, it's good, tough work down the baseline here. Liam Williams has a couple of goes at it. First save Kai here, second save Kai here. And then finds the gap.
Just bobbled off the pad, eh?
Yep,
Just picked that up.
Williams doubles the lead here for the senior Māori team. It is 2-0.
I'd call that an opportunistic goal.
Yep.
He stayed in the zone. He waited for it to come off, and he took that last option and put it straight through the middle.
Yeah, you make your own luck here at Heritage Hockey.
That's a great overhead there. Was that Jordan Thomas through that one?
Yeah, he's got a bomb on him. Banksy does too. Denham and Steve at the other end.
I think he was looking for the Russian Hardigan. Yeah, he's looking a bit Russian at the moment. He's lopped all his hair off and sporting facial hair. Looks like a Russian overlord.
Tymon Iverson in the middle of the field. He's got options. He's got Mitch Murray. He leaves it for Taylor. Higher to Taylor here. Dumps it off for Bennett. Matariki Bennett.
He's a solid player, isn't he, Matariki Bennett?
Overrun there. Higher to Taylor. Can't pull that one in.
He was throwing some wonderful fast passes, accurate passes yesterday, and he's already doing that today as well.
Yeah, out the back here is Geordie Thomas.
Yeah. So that's some good pressure by Tuturangi. Oh,
here we go. Here's an opportunity
Iverson
here.
Again.
2 on 1.
2 on 1. Oh, he's
Tymon Iverson.
great ball.
Reverse stick.
Oh, my.
Bang! Tymon Iverson.
I tell you.
Beats the hand of Solomon Kai here in goal.
Yeah, little mistake from the juniors at the back here. Didn't quite get it out, and it was pounced on straight away.
Yeah, and that's why they call him Time Money Iverson.
Yeah.
Wow, what a finish. It's a pass there from Tutirangi Rahuruhi. And what a finish there by Iverson. Look at that pass.
Yeah.
Pick up on the reverse.
I tell you, perfectly timed pass by Tuturangi.
Yep.
You know, in the old days, you may have seen him just take that player on. But he's now been playing for a few years with this heritage team, and I know him and Iverson, they just know each other inside out, and he knew straight away, I'm giving this ball straight across. Plenty of time for Iverson, and a bit like that Vance goal the other day, you know, just all the time in the world, line up, great shot.
Yep, great shot, great finish, and they've gone bang, bang in quick succession here. The senior team, they go up 3-0 over the juniors, and look, they're not going to die wondering, this junior team. They're going to keep throwing everything. And here is Te Oranga Hohepa. He's got Greg and Maui. Maui versus Harvey. That's a tough matchup. Oh, and they had a big rolling advantage. Vance Harvey wanted to go the length of the field.
And it's funny, Brad, that there's nothing really in this game except the finishing. You know, it's just the juniors not quite taking their opportunities in the circle. They've had 2 or 3. And the senior team have probably had 4 or 5 opportunities, and they've taken 3 of them.
Yeah, and such as the quality you've got up the front for that senior men's team. Not to say the juniors, don't, but man, there's some finishes in that senior team.
And that really was a good tackle. This is another one of our young men who we think looks like TJ Huranui, but it's not. Same hairdresser as Brad mentioned earlier.
Here's Banks surveying forward. It's cut out there by James Hickson. Hickson only gets it to Hohepa.
Nice.
Here is Huranui. Huranui on the dotted line, looking for the entry. Can't get past Miskimmon. Gets it back though, and he'll get to go again here through Te Oranga Hohepa. Finds his brother Norpeta. Still going, Te Oranga.
I do like the way, you know, the juniors have just had a goal scored against them, and they're straight back in it, up the other end, attacking, never giving up. It's great for the future of Māori hockey here. We've got on show average age of probably about, or range 16 to 25.
Yeah, it's good showing here from both sides.
Probably Billy Miskimmon might be the exception to the rule here. He might be about 30, I think.
There's Banks on the ball for the juniors. He's got Kalan on the left. He'll opt to go for a little bit of a dig himself.
Not a bad idea. Take 2 defenders with him.
Still there for Banks.
Still crossed. Oh, here we go.
Not cleared exceptionally well.
Oh, that's not a bad option.
Yeah, very nearly there. The juniors, they're starting to throw some things. And
they sure. That was a much better quick shot, that actually. Shapes that he's going to give it and pass it, and then does a little left-right drag, and he's around the player. It's really good to see.
Here's Lewis Rose taking on high to Taylor. He's got Greg and Maui. Greg and Maui keeps it in. Oh. Maui's still going.
Yeah, he's a solid player, Greg and Maui, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll see his sister in the next game, Kyra. Yep. She's playing for the junior Māori women's team.
It's a great switch across there, and the juniors, all but Adam Banks and the keeper, are not in that quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the juniors spreading out well, though. They didn't overcrowd the circle, but here we go. Hemi is James Hickson taking another little overhead there. He's not trying to get the world record that he got in Colmar Papatoi at the moment.
And they'll bring Kalan Mason onto the ball here, the outlet for the junior side.
You think the umpires have let this flow quite well?
Yeah, it's been fantastically umpired so far. Could have been a game where things got out of control a little bit, but no, they're all over it, and it's been a really good game to watch.
Yeah, very clean game, isn't it?
Yeah, as we count down the last 45 odd seconds here of the first half.
That is the competition here between, is it Liam Williamson and the young, what's the young kid's name there?
Yeah, that's Te Oranga Hohepa.
Oh yes, I tell you, between those two, it's a wonderful battle.
Here's Liam Williams, he links up with Billy Miskimen. Miskimen just turns on that one.
It's a great little
Finds
turn.
Hickson going forward. It's going to come up and away for the juniors. They'll take the 16-yard hit.
And what's the halftime show that we've got going on? Is there anything happening today?
There's always things happening here in Hamilton, whether you should watch them or not, but
We had a couple of little girls running on the other day, and I heard that their parent wasn't too happy with having soaked children.
Yeah. Who would let their kids out on a day like this?
Exactly,
Keith?
I tell you. Yeah, those kids are not here today, though, to run all over the turf.
As we see the two teams go in for their halftime talk, we'll see some of these highlights. This is the first opportunity here. Steve Atkinson.
Do you
just puts it on the
know
foot.
one of my sons, Anil Gander? Yeah, young player from Auckland,
Yep.
represented Roskill, and relative to Grant the plumbing guy? Chester.
Grant the plumbing guy.
Grant the plumbing guy, Chester, yeah. Yeah, good club, Roskill. A few players out there at the moment are playing for Roskill this year.
Yep.
Of doing the trip up from Hamilton and putting on the blue and yellow, navy blue and yellow. Great club that. I think I played for that club at one stage.
I'm glad they didn't have the same uniform they do now then, though. Wouldn't have been the most flattering number. Stripes.
A lot of Māori representative players have played there, dating all the way back to Bevan Huddy.
Yep.
He was a keen Roskill man for a long, long time, and I think even who else we've played there that's gone there? We've got Stephen Atkinson there at the moment. And
There's some of this action. It was a good couple of goals in that quarter for the senior team. Kaihe, he's had a lot of work to do, and he's been equal to most of it this pass here, very nearly. Watch the effort. Trey McLeod got in a good spot.
there, should have shot there.
Yep, could have had a crack. Probably was wary of hitting Dill Thomas.
True, they are in the same Rohe team, Waikato Maniapoto, and
Yeah.
I imagine if he did clock Dylan Thomas with one, he probably wouldn't have made the team this year, poor little team man. Yep, wise decision in the end.
Penalty corner here. This one went to Atkinson. Good save there by the junior side. They've had the answer to most things. This one though,
Yeah, this was a
got
bit
through.
unlucky, a little bounce off the pad there, but well capitalised by Liam.
Liam Williams was the goal
yeah.
scorer there.
What do you think the junior coaches are saying right
I'd say don't let Tymon Iverson shoot on the reverse again like that.
now? Yeah,
That's what I'd be
that's
saying.
definitely one. Yep. What do you think their strategy is though to come back bring back three?
Yeah, look, any team that finds themselves behind like this, you can't get too ahead of yourselves. You can't be trying to score 4 goals all at once. They just need to build up and put the things together that puts them in position to score the first one. If they can get the first one and continue to build, I mean, anything's possible in 35 minutes of hockey. And I think the big message for them is going to be stick to what's working. They attack with such speed and flair, this junior side. And I mean, that's typical of a team coached by Dave Hayes and Sam Hewitt, guys that can really turn it on with the ball. They'll just have to be aware of the long ball threat that Denham Clark, Billy Miskimen, Steve Atkinson, Dill Thomas, they all are exponents of, and that's caught them out a couple of times in this match.
Yeah, I tell you, I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but if I was in there right now talking to the juniors, I'd be telling them, once you're penetrating down the baseline, go for those penalty corners. You eliminate the numbers. The rest of the other teams going back to halfway. Get your PC going. See if you can rock in a few drag flicks, pull the score back, because they've been in situations down the baseline and they've tried to dribble out And the defence is quite good, but they're not really going for those penalty corners. So if it was me, I'd say this quarter, I want 5 penalty corners. That's what I'd task them with.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So Geordie Thomas is their drag flick exponent for the junior side. Interesting to see if he can get going, if they do have those opportunities.
Yeah.
And then, on the other side of the table, Boss Edmonds and his side, they're doing everything right at the moment, the senior men. They're holding periods of possession. They're manipulating shape really well. They go from quite a deep striker line to stretching things out.
Would you use this to try some different combinations now that you've got a three-point buffer?
Yeah, I'll look at something we saw in the Māori women's game yesterday. They spent the last 3 or 4 minutes of each of the back 2 quarters practicing without a goalkeeper.
Yes.
And trying to see if they can make things happen in a short period of time with an extra field player. So
I've heard through a little birdie we had some secret spies out this morning who were spying on the senior Māori men's team. I hear they got some penalty corner practice in, and it's clearly showing, isn't it?
Yeah, look, they may have been practicing. I don't think there's much more that you can practice than Denham Clark and Steve Atkinson just ripping them
True.
at the goal. But it would be interesting to see if they do have a little back pocket variation against a team come the finals potentially for the senior team.
Is it the same keeper on for the juniors?
Yep, both teams have come out the same, so it's Solomon Kaihe in goal and Trey Money McLeod for the senior team.
Yep.
Both still out here.
That's a great start from Stephen Atkinson. Big overhead, finds his target, no problems at all. I used to know a young man, Neil Gander, used to throw great overheads. Perfect.
Here's Denham Clark on the ball.
That's
a lovely slider.
Ball.
Here's Nick Parata.
Yeah.
Links up there. It's James Hickson still working. Hemi Hickson at the T-bar, trying to find his way through.
And that
nothing coming. Adam Banks.
Good patience from Adam Banks there and Gregan Maui. They held off, they kept their feet away, and they really did well there to come out of that situation. That could have easily been a penalty corner. James Hickson was certainly looking for those feet, and well done the juniors.
Thomas and Banks just working together to try and get the outlet. Pressure put on by Hyatt to Taylor.
Yeah, good pressure, great pressure.
And we talk about...
that is a great outlet pass there.
We talk about the Ruamata
So is that.
students in the junior side, and Hyatt Taylor, an ex-Ruamata student himself, out here for the senior men's side, one of a number. Yeah, and here's Hedawini Iverson. He's gone on to that intercept well, gets a little bit past Kalar Mason, but he does enough just to see the ball out over the sideline.
He's had a busy game, Kalan Mason, hasn't he?
Yeah, he gets involved, whether his side is busy or not. He'll go and find work. Real solid young battler, plays for Waiariki.
Yeah, and left half traditionally probably more defensive, but he certainly has showed great defence. He's hasn't got the easiest person to mark, that's for sure. With young Mr. Iverson coming down at him at pace.
Yeah, they've got real weapons in both wing halves. It's a luxury that Dave and Sam have, and being able to use Gregan Maui and Kalan Mason as your outside halves.
Some great work there by TJ Huranui, putting pressure on Dylan Thomas and Denham Clark.
Here's
Mitch Murray always looks so calm, Mitch Murray, when he makes a pass. Yeah, it's like he just knows it's going to get there.
There's Iverson on the ball here. Hedawini Iverson. He's going to take on Mason.
This guy, Hedawini Iverson, has got to be one of the hardest players I've seen to tackle. He moves his stick at lightning pace.
Entry from Iverson.
Cross. Is that still in?
Still in there off the boots of Solomon Kaihe.
Oh, that's good. We might have a little Adam Banks there. No, is he all right?
He'll walk that one off by the looks of things.
He's a battler, that boy. Well done. Back to Mitch again. Yep, nice calm pass across. Great switch here from the seniors. Good intercept,
out by Caleb Williamson.
Yes. I know Caleb's got a big fan base up in Taitokoro.
Yeah, they'll be watching along up there.
I know one of his big fans is Gail Ambler, chairperson of New Zealand Māori Hockey. She really likes watching young Caleb running around the field, and she's a big avid supporter. So big shout out to Gail there.
It's Gregan Maui on the ball. Maui's got Rose. Rose going to have to get past Thomas.
I do like Rose's play. Nice and calm and patient, yes. Oh, that's a great clash
Physical
there.
tackle. TJ Huranui under advantage. Still going, Huranui.
And I
And
tell
the
you,
card's coming.
James Hickson is twice the size of TJ Huranui. And does TJ Huranui care? No way. He definitely does not care. Well done.
One-man advantage now for the junior Māori side.
Yep. See if they can capitalise.
It's Williamson on the ball here for the juniors. He's got Thomas. He just throws
That's
the bouncing
a
one
great
to the
turn.
circle. Te Oranga
Go for
Hohepa
that, PC.
still there. Mitch Murray does well.
Yeah. That was very calm of Mitch Murray there.
Smooth operator is Mitch Murray.
Denham having a look. No forward running hard out up the front there, so they're probably wary they've got a man in the bin for another minute and a bit.
Yeah, Mark Balkake's just come onto the field and he's just creeping his way up the sideline.
Yeah, roving up there on,
Yeah.
on the left.
Oh, Vance is calling for it over.
Oh, that's a great intercept. Great effort there by Te Oranga Hohepa, yep. Big stretch out, got the intercept. Right, so let's see, the seniors still one man down. Looks like they're not quite covering all the men in the rear. The young junior team are starting to spread them at the back there. So, that's a
Here we
shame.
go. Parata Iverson taking off. Iverson's not going to get that one. I know
No, you're right.
I know he's been at Muay Thai camp over in Thailand, but they don't teach sprinting there, buddy.
Do you think his brother would have got that though? I think he may have got there.
Header might have got close.
Yeah, yep,
Kiharoa will tell you that he would have got there had he been here.
yep, absolutely, yep.
Shout out to Ki if you're watching.
He's got the longer legs too, hasn't he?
Oh.
He was a racehorse last year. That's a great little ball. This young man down here on the left, he has had a great game so far.
Yeah, Kiharoa, real gun, and Smokey for Bloat FC.
I reckon Jordan's going to go for a tough penalty corner here. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, but look at that. This young kid.
Te Oranga Hohepa and Mitch Murray.
Yeah. Oh, so calm, isn't he? Oh, is that? Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, it's gone up into the body there of Norpeter Hohepa. Amber Church
Yeah.
going to award that free hit to the juniors. Lewis Rose onto the ball. Here is Mason, Kalan Mason. Great
That's
ball.
a great ball.
Hohepa, Thomas.
Oh,
He's
unlucky
had an
there.
air swing.
Yep, yep. Oh, a little bit of verbal there from Dylan Thomas. He's been warned by the world's #1 umpire.
Yeah, I love. So Amber, I had a quick word to Amber before she went out there, and she said she loves umpiring these Māori games because the guys think that they can give her a little bit of lip, and she stops it real quick.
Yep. Looks like the 2 minutes is up. Hickson, has he come back on? Or have they replaced him? No, it looks like they've replaced him.
Been replaced, so they're back to 11 now. Atkinson and Clark are at the
Yep.
back. Here comes Pritchard in a bit of a split. Half split has worked, but
Yeah, it's Matariki Bennett. Matariki.
still going is Bennett.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I think he's just come on as the replacement. And looks like the senior team really are trying to stretch this junior team.
Here they go,
Not only
Bennett.
wide, but long as well. So really trying to open up those gaps all through the field. And this Lewis Rose, that's a wonderful out there. He just lost control at the last minute. But that's okay. We don't mind if they go wide.
the senior team, he'll just come out, but it's picked
Oh,
there
well
by
done.
Te Manawanui McPherson.
Yep, little team man. This is his home turf, been for the last few years, so he knows every inch of it. Someone still hasn't pulled his socks up yet. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to look as cool as Claudia Hannum does.
Yeah, is that a
With
thing
hers,
now, is
that's-
it? With
oh,
the
look.
young players, yeah.
She's started that trend a long time ago, and probably one of the coolest players going around is Claudia Hannum. So no doubt that
Yeah.
that's.
I tell you, one of the most inventive pair of shin pads I've ever seen, you'll never believe it, is a newspaper.
Yeah.
We had a player for Waikato Maniapoto years ago. He didn't have any, and we offered up some old second-hand ones, and he said, I've got it sorted, and he taped a newspaper to his shins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes Hohepa. Norpeter Hohepa on the baseline. Oh, it's to his brother.
Oh, it's Sky. He's taking the cameraman out.
Oh, shout
Oh,
out to brother
dear.
Jono. He's got his fist pumped.
Hey, you're right,
Let's
Jono,
get a
up
shot
there.
of Jono. Give us a wave, brother.
Yeah. Oh, he's tough boy, that boy up there, I tell you.
Oh, what a man, what a legend. Good defensive effort, though, from the senior team.
So was that a 9-iron or a pitching wedge just there?
Yeah, to get that sort of height,
Yeah.
you've got to be a wedge.
The comeback, they've kept the senior team at bay for 10 minutes in this third quarter, and now they've struck first in the second half. Wonderful work.
You see the replay of this one. It's the earlier shot there from Te Oranga Hohepa off the stick there in defence of the senior team. But this one here started off with Banks. Banks going forward. Banks finds Pritchard, pulls it onto the back foot. That one can't do much.
A pinpoint pass from Banks to Pritchard, wasn't it?
Good finish there.
Yeah. And wise move from Pritchard. You know, he just pulled that ball a metre wide to clear from the other player's defensive player, and then had that shot, and it was a great shot. So here we go, juniors. We need to pick their play up now and take it to another level, see if they can put even more pressure on the senior team. Seniors will be wanting to strike back straight away. Yeah, just Billy Miskimmon calmly going over to that one. Little penalty there. We've got Kalan Mason to cross it to the middle, and young Liam Rose, I've enjoyed watching him play today. He seems to be a very calm player. Him and Mitch must have the same coach. Billy Miskimmon with the ball. He's done a great pass across, and that's looking for Tuturangi. No, that's Jerry Hedowini, isn't it? Yeah. So defence holding at the moment for the juniors. The senior team definitely trying to get that goal back and get their 3-goal buffer again, but there's some nice little bump off there from Tuturangi against, and they've decided to roll it back, play a bit calm. Seems to be quite a good man-on-man defence here from the juniors. Yeah, no crash ball's going to get through there. There we go, he's not 5, and that's a great outlet right there. Oh, that could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Banks on the ball for the juniors. He's got Balkake working on him. Here's Tristan Waka. Waka with the ball. Doesn't want to keep it in there, Waka.
Oh, that's a great little play. Just didn't quite get someone yet. Oh, here we go. And the calm Mitch Murray again. Oh, well tackled. Boy, this game's getting a bit interesting. It's up, down, it's up, down. Oh, some nice slick skills there from Mr. Miskimmon. Oh, he does this little jink jive. I tell you, when he starts playing hockey like that, you stand up and watch. That's a great pivot turn there from Stephen Atkinson. Mitch Murray, calm as. Oh, it's a wonderful tackle from behind here. Oh, a lot of pressure there on Taimano Iverson. He manages to get the ball down the end. Yeah. Oh, well cleared out. Here goes Geordie. You'd almost want to just pump it down the line, wouldn't you? Push the play back to the other end of the field. Yeah, maybe a giant overhead.
Yeah, Caleb Williamson with the ball. He's going
to
chip
and chase. Or you could use your pace. Here we go.
Billy Miskimmon has to run.
Good pressure there from Caleb. Showed his pace. Billy showed his pace for his age too. Good on you, Billy. Yeah, nice. Gee, look how quick he is. He just passes and he's off the mark like the Flash. Young Caleb Williamson. Right, Stephen just taking his time here. Yeah, no overhead. Use my man at the back who can throw just as big, if not bigger, overheads. Yeah, there was a game last year at New Zealand Māori Hockey where they had Waikato playing Waiariki, and it was just an overhead fest. All the other 20 players in the middle getting a bit sick of the fullbacks throwing left and right overheads. Ooh, something going on here. It's probably the first angsty part of the game, you reckon?
That's just a good bit of shoulder to shoulder there. It was Tristan Waka and Tuturangi Rahuruhi. They got up all smiles, the both of them.
Yeah. I tell you, this junior team does not give up, do they?
Oh, and look, you would have just seen it in shot there.
Yeah.
Amber Church with perhaps one of the greatest umpiring decisions I've ever seen. Just called Tristan Walker back off the seat.
Yeah.
So Max Beach sent him off for the tussle. I think Amber Church knew what was going on and actually just sent him back on again. But they've got the penalty corner here, the senior men's side. Tuturangi Rahuru, who's looking around wondering how on earth Tristan Walker's back on the field already.
Yeah, we'll have to analyse that one after. That's a very interesting call.
No, she knew what had happened.
Yeah.
So as he sat down, she just said, "No, look, you get back in there, no card, all good."
And you know, that's something that I remember Max Beach saying. He's honoured to play and umpire with Amber Church, and so he'll learn from that as well, won't he? Yeah. Here we go.
Second bracket, Clark. It's not tidy.
Oh, that's a good save.
Well saved in the end. He's had to move for that one.
How fast was that ball moving off his glove out to the sideline?
Yeah, solid save there.
In at about 130 k's and out at about 150. Yeah, good solid play, Mitch Murray. Nice and calm. It's a great switch ball.
So we close into the final 90 seconds or so of the match here. Good touch there by Kaihe, needed to be made because Williams was hunting on the back post.
Maybe another quarter?
Here's Norpeta Hohepa.
Should we let them play another quarter?
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of how quarters work, Ethan.
Yeah,
There are 4 of them.
Just thought you said it was the end of the match there for a second. I was getting worried.
Here comes Williamson.
When I see these juniors try and bring back to 3-all, that would be some kind of effort.
Here's Steve Atkinson, Hassel, Caleb
great
Williamson.
steal from Caleb.
Still going, Williamson.
Oh, he's got support though. Unlucky. Good experience from Dylan Thomas there.
Yeah, he
Bit of a stick check though, you reckon?
knew that one had got away. Oh, it's definitely a free hit.
Oh, and Caleb's been carded. Probably a little bit of dissent there, maybe.
Yeah, less than enthused about that one. Disappointed.
Oh, yep. And he certainly isn't happy on the sideline, but he's got 2 minutes to think about it.
Here's Denham Clark on the ball for the senior team. Hal Pritchard putting in the hard yards.
Oh, that is a clash of two bodies.
Yeah, Hal Pritchard coming in hot there
Yeah.
at Matariki Bennett. Saw Hale's mum here a little bit earlier. She's made the trip to come and watch Hale play this weekend.
Oh, she's actually got her daughter playing for Indians
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah, she's playing some good hockey as well.
Yep. Toolin has been.
Gregan's pulled that down, and that's it for the quarter.
And that's into the third there. The score 3-1 to the senior Māori team over the junior Māoris. If you're just joining us, this is the third game of the day here on day 2 at Heritage Hockey Tournament. And it's our second men's match of the day.
1-0 in that quarter to the juniors.
Yeah, yep. They played well there for periods. Had to do so without a player at some points as well. As we see the two teams.
What do you do now if you are David Hayes and Sam Hewitt?
If I'm David Hayes, I'm putting some red socks on and a kit and getting out there and going for a little bit of a
Cameo.
1-2. How do you do? He's got it in him, David Hayes. Sammy Hewitt, not so much. He's in the moon boot as we see some of these highlights here. That was the one of the goals. It was Liam Williams' goal. Junior team here just guilty of turning the ball over in their own end of the field. Tymon Iverson.
That was a great finish, that finish.
Yeah, and Banks has been solid. He's had a lot of work to do. This one not quite cleared by Trey McLeod, but they get it out in the end there, the senior men. Kalan Mason's been really solid.
That's a brilliant ball through there.
This is him there to Geordie Thomas with an air swing.
Yep.
Off the pass of Te Oranga Hohepa, who's been impressive. This is Norpeta linking up with his brother, Te Oranga.
That was the 9-9.
He was very
pitching
close.
wedge. Yep, took out our cameraman up there.
And this is the goal here. Banks turns on this one.
Great pass there.
Pritchard on the back foot. Money, that is good.
You think the keeper was a bit unsighted through the defence there? Couldn't quite see if Hale was lining the shot up?
Oh yeah, there's lots of things happening there, but as any good striker does, aims for the far post and makes it difficult for any goalkeeper. As we see some of the crowd enjoying some of the food here at Waikato Hockey, we come back out into the fourth quarter, and it is the senior men in the black singlets.
What do you think Diamond Boss Edmonds said to his team then?
Yeah, they'll want to take whatever happens in this quarter into next game, so they'll know that whatever they do here in the 17 minutes it will have a direct influence on their first 17 in tomorrow's game. It becomes a big one for them against the Pacifica men, who after a loss against the Indians will be desperate for a win tomorrow. And they'll want to set themselves up on a really good platform for that game.
Wow, look at the wheels there from Hirawini Iverson. He's just gassed through, but he's been mobbed by 3 of the junior players, and they've turned the ball over back. So that's great work from the junior team, attacking in numbers.
Yeah, and here is Waka Hohepa. It's the younger Hohepa.
Oh, that's wonderful support play there.
They played together at Ruamata. Got to make a special mention and shout out to Tenga Rangitauira, their school coach there at Te Kura Kaupapa Māori o Ruamata. They're actually making a short documentary at the moment, being the first Kura Kaupapa Māori and Reo speaking school to qualify for the Rankin Cup.
Legend of Māori sport is he as well, Tenga Rangitauira.
Yeah, so we'll be able to see that as it comes to fruition, and we watch with great anticipation of how they go at this year's school tournament. Here's Lewis Rose trying to link up with Gregan Maui. It just finds a couple of touches on its way through.
He's had a good game today, Lewis Rose. Yep, he's pretty calm. Excuse me there.
All across the field, finds Harvey. Harvey on the ball.
That's a great ball.
Yep, Tuturangi Rahuruhi links up with Iverson.
Had a nice game today, Tuturangi as well. He's done a lot of pass and run, and he's just tumbled there. He's tripped over his shoelace.
Yeah, lucky it's not too far to the ground there for Tuturangi Rahuruhi.
I'm sure his bicep would have probably broke his fall there too.
Special mention to he and all of the competitors at the recent Te Matatini. Tuturangi Rahuruhi, of course, standing for Te Matara I Orehu from Te Arawa. Made the finals at this year's Matatini.
So good work by Vance there. Came up and intercepted the ball and then decided to just roll back. Dylan Thomas getting triple teamed there, but he's managed to find Vance as an outlet.
Oh, Vance Harvey, something special.
Yep. We've got Caleb Williamson back on the field, and he just once again has gone into 110% mode.
Yeah, that's all he knows, Caleb, which is a good thing, and can be a trouble when he gets away from him, but you love the effort.
Oh, well watched there, Gregan Maui. Yep, he kept his eye on the ball the whole time, and Stephen Atkinson tried a little sneaky little in pass. Here's Caleb with the ball again. He's found Jordan wonderfully. Jordan Thomas. Will he go for that PC? Yes, he does. And yes, he gets it. Yep. Just on the shin pad. Yep.
Yeah, good communication there from Max Beach at the other end. He saw it at this end. Tough for Amber to see across there through all the bodies, but also into the sun here at Waikato Hockey. But they get there, and this is the opportunity here for the junior men. Let's see what they've got. I mentioned earlier, Geordie Thomas is probably their flicking exponent.
Brad, if they get this and it's 3-2, that's going to start making this exciting. If they then get another one, am I allowed to start screaming?
Hey, you can do whatever you'd like, Ethan. I'm nobody's father. Here's Banksy up on the line. He'll pull the ball out. It's Hohepa there to trap, and I'd say it is the first bracket Thomas.
Yep.
Trap is missed.
It's been left on purpose, has it?
Looks like it could have been a set play, considering it went straight to Lewis Rose.
It came out at a rate of knots too. That's going to be a little free hit outside.
Yeah, interesting one there.
Kake there opting for the no shin pads today.
I don't think that's just today. That's
I think it might be a Kake thing.
A regular occurrence from Brother Mark.
I think I remember playing some hockey with their father, and he didn't own any shin pads either.
You don't need to when all you do is score goals.
Yeah.
Obviously, a pretty good lineage there. Marky Jr. comes from.
Yeah.
Mark Kake and, of course, Tina Bell over the other side.
Probably reminds me of that movie where they were they're strengthening the shins by kicking bamboo.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Can the young team put a goal in?
This one is trapped. Thomas run down by Marky Mark.
Who needs
He's going,
shin
Marky.
pads?
He's going.
That's the deal. No shin pads, you're faster.
James Hickson, it's Hedewini Iverson, in fact.
That's a very well slowed down by Caleb Williamson there.
Yeah, brave defensive effort
Very
from
brave.
Williamson.
Yeah, he put his body in there and he said, "You're not going any further," to Mr. Iverson there.
Yeah, and a quick shout out to Caleb Williamson's parents. I see them just down on the fence there watching the game. A few Northland parents down there. I can see Tama Jones. He's been watching Javan earlier. Russell Plank. Probably he's got Solomon out here in this game. And Tracy's down there watching as well. Good to see them all made the trip down to Hamilton. Here's Atkinson trying to link up with Jury Hedewini. Brad Hardigan will have the ball there.
It's been a bit quiet in the second half, Brad. I think he needs to up his running.
Here's Geordie Thomas.
Yeah, double teaming Geordie here. In fact, there's a big lot of pressure going on the defence here. The senior team is really trying to force that error, and it's not happened. They've managed to get out so far. That's a great ball. Here we go, Brad. Come on, Brad. You got to do your work.
Good work there by James
that's
Hickson.
a lovely
Tioranga
tackle.
Hohepa.
I tell you, he is having a wonderful game. Yes, that's a nice finish there. Here we go, Caleb. Is he going to show some gas? Oh, the crossing. That's a shame.
Yeah, just got himself in the wrong spot there. Brad Hardigan didn't need to get involved in that one. Caleb was nose down and going for a bit of a dribble. Denham Clark will step onto the ball.
Yeah, just calm it down a bit. Yep, push it wide. Now the juniors are back to where they were about a minute ago.
Here's Vance Harvey. Harvey rolls it back to Clark.
That's a great ball across, giving his half lots of time. James Hickson, he's pretty solid today. Yeah.
Timon Iverson rolls it forward. It's high to Taylor.
Great
pass.
High to Taylor. He's a new player this year in the senior team, isn't he?
Still working there. High to Taylor.
Greg and Maui, great tackle. Good strength there, Greg and Maui.
Here we go. Caleb Williamson's off to the races.
He really does have some gas. He's around Denham. It sounds like a horse race, and he's going all the way.
Good clearance there by Trey McLeod. Needed to be made because Te Manawanui McPherson was hunting there. Really strong showing from Caleb Williamson. I know he's had to sit on the chair a few times, and you take what you get with
that's an excellent drag.
Caleb Williamson. Here's Tioranga Hohepa.
He has gone round. That is a individual brilliance. He has stood Denham Clark up. He has then gone towards Hedewini Iverson and gone, I'm going left into the circle, and scores a PC.
Yeah, what skill shown there by Bubby Tioranga there, right in front of all of his whānau down on the back line. I can see Nan and Koro there over the back fence. Uncle Malcolm, of course, his grandfather. As we,
I think my player today is Tioranga Wairua Hoepa for sure. The little number 5, boy, has he stood up.
Here's Adam Banks.
Time for PC out. Goal, you reckon? Here we go.
Thomas lays it off to Hohepa. Saved well there by McLeod.
Billy Miskimmin, you got Waikato player on Waikato there. Billy versus Norpera. Oh, Hardigan's missed it. He's going to have to make up that great ball
Williams is going to try and run that one in. It's going to beat them all.
Yep, the little Chuck Norris just missed that one. That's a shame.
And Caleb Williamson gets another one.
I think the ball was scared of him then. Yeah.
Caleb Williamson, not 5 back at this earlier free hit, and they're allowed to play because they had the roll on, but he's going to be sitting down for a little while longer there. Williamson, here's Tioranga.
Here we go, Tioranga. Oh, that's one. He's such a solid player. How old would he be, that young Tioranga Wairua?
Maybe 16, I dare say.
Wow. That's incredible.
Great ball down to McPherson. McPherson in the corner. He's got Denham Clark.
Oh, that's a wonderful tackle. He watched the ball the whole way.
Yeah, that's a no-fly zone through there.
Yeah. And Chuck Norris just missed that one there. Yeah.
Here we go. Geordie Thomas onto the ball. He's been big today. Trying to go through to Norpera Hoi, but would have got through.
Surprising, yeah.
Steve Atkinson just has to check the strings on his tennis racket. It's gone straight through there.
I might just text the junior dugout and tell them that Te Mano and McPherson's shin pads are still hanging out. If I was down there, I'd fix them for him.
Fall out to a half court here at the junior men.
Yes, that's right. They sure are.
Remember, they are down a player, so
a turnover here could help. They're running out of time. 7 minutes 20 to go. Yeah, it's been a wonderful game of two halves, actually 3 quarters. And the seniors just happy here to just roll it back and forth, you know, waste precious seconds. There's 30 seconds gone already.
Dill Thomas on the overlap. He's got past Norpeter Hohepa.
Yep, that's
He's got
a
the
great
ball
cross.
forward.
And now here comes Lewis Rose, who, as I said before, has had a wonderful game today. One day he's studying and doing an exam yesterday. Today he's playing very high-level hockey. Great intercept there by Vance Harvey. But straight away picked up by Banks. And Vance Harvey in it again. He's trying to dribble out. Is he going to get caught here? He might get caught. No, he's done well.
Yeah, showing off some of the skills he had on display over at the Indoor World Cup for New Zealand, Vance Harvey.
Solid player, isn't he? Yeah. And that goal he scored on day one. Wow. Good team goal all the way from the 25, but the way he finished that was brilliant. Yeah, big shout out to one of our local umpires too, Jelena Phillips. She's here from Hamilton, and she's umpired a couple of games already and doing really well.
Dill Thomas works it out. Mitch Murray, he's got higher to Taylor. He's on his bike.
Yep.
He's going quick there, Taylor, but quicker is...
Yeah.
Oh,
caught by Killan.
Mason.
Yeah, it was Killan Mason.
Killan
Yep.
Mason, he's back on the ball too, Mason.
Yeah, that's a great ball across to Keelan Stafford, who's just come on. He's taken on his Waikato Maniapoto mate, Billy Miskimmon. Tick one up for Billy now. That's a good ball, but intercepted by my favourite player, Te Oranga Wairua. Oh, and he's just stood up Mitch Murray like he was nothing. And he's given it to his brother. There's his brother or cousin?
Yeah, brothers.
Brother, yep. That's, come on, Keelan. Oh, he's just kept that out. No. He's going to have to really focus there, Keelan Stafford, to get that ball back now. Let's hope he starts chasing. And here we go. The seniors might just keep that ball running around the back. And yeah. Oh, that one is definitely the...
Here's Dill Thomas on the ball.
That's what I reckon. Even though it's in the other team.
Right to Taylor. Taylor.
That's a nice bit of skill there.
Oh, well saved there by Solomon Kai here.
It was a good save. And that's left some open space.
Oh,
he's
Taylor's
taken
had an air
a
swing.
huge shot there. And Adam Banks is running away.
Much to the applause of the Mason whānau here on the sideline.
And Banks has got 2 New Zealand indoor team players right there going against him, and Max Beach has let that play through. Nothing wrong with that tackle, says Max Beach. And here goes the little Chuck Norris. He is doing really well here too. He's little Liam Williamson. Is it Liam Williamson?
Just Liam Williams.
Liam Williams, yes.
Yeah, no son just yet. I
No
don't believe
son.
he's married.
Yep, and here's Mitch. He's got a great cross.
Nick Parata can't get onto that one. The Albany Alligator, no dice for him.
Yep. So Keelan Stafford's gone high. He's provided an option there for Geordie. Jordan's
open.
gone straight
Norpeter
across to
Hohepa.
Norpeter, who's just missed it by half a stick. And here's Jury Hitter when he plays the safe option. Run that clock. Norpeter intercepts again. He's going to take on Billy Miskimmon, who's his teammate. Hale Pritchard, oh, he's unfortunately kicked it, but he's got the penalty. And here's Adam Banks. I tell you, these juniors are still not giving up. 3 minutes to go, and that's a good goal.
Yep, easy one to make there for Emma Church. Vance Harvey takes it quickly in. They're away. Mitch Murray up the middle of the field. Murray's got Parata. Murray's also got left to right drag.
Oh, that's a great tackle by the young man, Te Oranga Wairua. So that overhead decision there, I know a lot of umpires who do one, but when you've got the world's best umpire, there's no grey. It's just black and white, and she knows how to call it.
Yep, and as we close into the final 3 minutes of this match here, it is the senior men with their 2-goal advantage. Mark Belkake just trying to play the one touch there. It's going to find his foot. Unfortunately, he's been solid today. Mark Belkake.
Yep, I'd say just that little bit more experience has been the difference today. But nonetheless, the juniors have showed an enormous amount of heart and desire to really show our senior team, hey, we're coming. We're going to be in that team one day.
Inez Gregan Maui, that's a tough one to pull in. He wasn't expecting it.
Yep. Probably the first mistake I've seen Banksy do for a while, actually. Don't even know if we'd call it a mistake, actually. Just put the ball out in front of him.
Denham Clark on the ball.
Oh, nice little bit of a fake there. Stick feint over the ball. Just slow that ball down and wind the clock away. Here we go. He's very confident in that position there, Denham Clark. And there's Billy Miskillen. He's just gone and turnover, and it's exactly what the juniors want. Can they get a penalty corner out of this in the last minute? Drag that score back to 3-2.
Sitting in the half court as well here. The senior men's side, they'll just try and absorb this last minute or so of possession for the juniors. Juniors will try and get one more on the board if they can. They'll be buoyed by this performance. They've been pretty good, and that's the intercept there.
I tell you, Brad, one more goal might come in handy for tomorrow if we end up having three teams all on the same points and it goes to goal difference.
Yep.
Yeah. I think even the senior team here would probably want to put another one away.
Yeah, Vance Harvey on the ball here. He's looking forward. Matariki Bennett's going to present for him. Good turn there.
Although
Harvey.
the senior team today will probably put them clear now. That's the New Zealand Indian Sports Association men's team have 1 win, 1 loss. The New Zealand Pacifica 1 win, 1 loss. And in about 15 seconds, the senior New Zealand Māori men are going to have 2 wins. And the juniors 1 win, 1 loss. Oh, no, they will have 2 losses.
Here's Banks.
Yes.
Banks on his reverse. Banks turns on his forehand.
Oh, he gets the goal.
And Adam Banks.
Right on full time.
Right on full time. It's Adam Banks.
That
finishes the game.
Was wonderful.
And
great shot.
And what a fitting finish to the game it has been. It's
Absolutely.
our third game of the day. The junior Māori men taking on the senior Māori men. And lived up to all its expectations. Really good game across the park. 3-2 is the final score to the senior team. And to be fair, in the end, deserved winners of the game. But look, the junior side took everything to them for the full 70 minutes, and they'll be pretty proud of their performance. Couldn't get the win, and I know David Hayes and Sam Hewitt will have been getting the boys up for a win today, but should be super proud of their performance. Equally, the senior men did enough to get their second win. And the second win is all important at Heritage Hockey here. The way that the tournament is set up, they should have eyes pretty firmly now on Monday's final, barring anything crazy happening tomorrow. But as we see the teams go through and shake hands there today, this has been an absolute display of brotherhood and our Māori boys taking it to each other on both sides of the field. What a spectacle for Heritage Hockey, and what a spectacle for New Zealand Māori Hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just seeing all the smiles on all the boys' faces is just, shows what that game is all about. And I know that the junior team is going to go away tonight into camp, and they're going to look back, and there's nothing wrong with 3-2, I tell you. 3-2 is an extremely respectable score, and when you sit there and you play 100 plus minutes of 110% running for each other, as both teams showed then you can come away and say, hey, we are here to play, we have been given an opportunity, and we are the future. So it's amazing to see, and that's what Heritage Hockey is all about. It's about the future, it's about our younger generations coming through, and that was your classic game of the younger generation coming through, and it's really exciting to see. And it's not just these these teams, it's across the whole heritage teams. You've got lots of young players playing this year. Some of the teams have had shake-ups. The the New Zealand Indian team, they've got a few more younger players. The women's team they've put in, and same with their senior men's team. The New Zealand Indians, they've 4 or 5 new faces. Pacifica expanding their lot of player base, which is really good to see. And you know, traditionally over the last 2 years, we've allowed some guest players to come in, and there are hardly any guest players this time. So it means that heritage hockey's working, and everybody's working hard to build their numbers and get their teams, which is going really, really well. We've got Brad out there in the middle by the looks of it, so I think we'll be transferring to Brad with the player of the day and my favourite of the day as well. So that'll happen in the next few minutes. Big shout out to Local Gecko. Local Gecko have been partnering with the Heritage Hockey for the 3rd year now, and I know they do other hockey as well. They do the New Zealand Indians Sports Association last year down in Christchurch, and they were with New Zealand Māori Hockey in Nelson over Labour Weekend, and they are amazing. The crew, they are wonderful people, and they provide such a professional service, and we couldn't have done this without them for sure. So a big ups for Local Gecko. You can see them there. They're all the people in the green shirts, and wonderful to have Alex, who sits, but you don't see Alex much. He sits behind the screens doing all the little gizmos and that, and then you've got his parents, Moana and Mike, and they're out here running the show. Well, Moana's the boss really, and Mike, he's always up on one of the towers there. Probably looks like he's up on the southern tower at the moment. So yeah, it's really amazing to see Local Gecko. We're so proud of them, and we love being with them here at Heritage and any other tournaments. Thanks, Local Gecko. And now we're going to go down to Brad on the field. He's got my star of the day and player of the day. Take it away, Brad.
Hey guys, I'm down here on the field after this match with our player of the match, and it is Te Oranga Hohepa. Big game here, junior Tāne taking on the senior Tāne team. What a match it was. Not quite the performance or result that you guys would have wanted, but solid effort from your boys.
Yeah, that was a really tough game. Got a bit dirty at times, but ended up cleaning it up. Yeah, those senior men always give a good game. Even just in the Māori hockey tournament in general, with Tāmaki boys, Waikato and all of them, it's always a good time playing with them. Yeah.
Yeah, and you shared the field out there with your brother Nōpera. You two linked up well in the midfield, I thought, and really put on a good performance together. I know you played for Rua Mata together as well last year. He's now gone, so you're taking the mantelpiece for Rua Mata. But how was it playing with your brother on this stage?
Oh, felt good. Tino pai ki te tākaro no ki tōna taha. Ko roa te wā, long time. We haven't played together, so it's been really good.
Awesome, and I mentioned Rua Mata. You guys are on the road to Rankin at the moment. Big opportunity for you guys as a kura kaupapa and a reo-speaking school to make the first stamp on the Rankin Cup. How are those preparations going, and what are you looking forward to on that journey?
Oh, at the moment it's going quite well. Team's not looking bad, so it's looking pretty good this year. It's a mixture between year 9s all the way up to year 13, so that's good. The brotherhood between us, and we're hoping, obviously, to take the first place at Rankin.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, brother. Awesome game out there from you today. We can't wait to see you guys back again in your fixture tomorrow. Good luck for the rest of the weekend, and we'll see you then.
Sweet, thank you.
Alright guys, that is our second men's match for the day, done and dusted. It was the battle of the Māori teams, the seniors taking it in the end 3-2. A late goal to Adam Banks created a real interesting setup for tomorrow's games, which will come to you live. But coming up next, it is the women's battle, the Wahine senior team taking on the Wahine junior team here at 4 PM. We'll be back with that one live after this.